Is Hafiz, your cybersecurity consultant. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic of GRC domain, cybersecurity in human resource. But before moving forward, let me share with you a story. More than a story, it's actually an incident which I'm going to share with you. Candola was a quality assurance engineer in NCS firm, a Singapore-based firm, National Computer Systems. So for his bad performance, he was terminated from the company. Taking revenge after a few months, he actually accessed his ex-company resources using the privileged account he still had access. So he used it 13 times he used, and then he deleted, terminated 180 virtual servers. Because of this, company had a great loss of almost $678,000, and company reported to police. During the investigation, his IP was traced and his laptop was recovered. He was arrested. During the case in court, it was proved that his laptop was used and the script was there inside it, actually, which was used to delete those servers. So he was sentenced to jail for 2.5 years. Alright, so this story shows us that if cybersecurity policies and procedures, they are not properly in place in HR department, then definitely it causes huge losses to the company in such cases. Let's begin with, as you know, that we are going through a series of sessions, and we're working on how to build a cybersecurity program in your environment. And our main domain is right now cybersecurity governance, and it has 10 topics, and today we have reached to the topic number 9, cybersecurity in human resource. We shall be discussing what measures should be taken to improve cybersecurity posture in human resource department. First of all, protection of sensitive employee data. As you know, HR has all the information of every personnel or employee in the organization, their personal information like their date of birth, their blood group, their passport information, their family information, individuals, mail, blah blah, and too many details. So it is the responsibility of the HR department to secure them in coordination with cybersecurity function, because they are the ones who shall take initiatives to protect the data which is in the hands of human resource department. And then is mitigating insider threats. Those employees intentionally or unintentionally, they pose security risks. So it is HR actually who plays a very important role in mitigating those threats through background checks, security training, and fostering a culture of security awareness. And then it is also important supporting incident response. Whenever there is any incident, so it is HR actually who actively takes initiatives and create communication channels between the cybersecurity functions, incident response team, and the other team members from IT department, for example. So HR plays a very important role to respond to incidents effectively. So the objective of cybersecurity in human resources to ensure that cybersecurity risks related to personnel, employees, or contractors, they are managed effectively, efficiently in following 3 stages. Pre-employment, of course, screening or vetting is there. During employment, training for cybersecurity training program, it must be there for each and every employee in the organization. And also, the training is not only for during the onboarding process. During the whole period during the employment, every month at least, or quarterly workshops should be there. There are many different ways to execute cybersecurity awareness training program. And then is the post-employment cybersecurity measures. Whenever the people are leaving, especially when they are terminated, there must be certain policies and procedures in place which can actually secure the organization from bad actors. Personnel cybersecurity requirements. The main tool is policy template should be there, the approved one actually, and then this policy should include responsibilities and NDA clauses in employees' contracts covering during and post-employment periods. All right, and then is conduct screening or vetting for personnel in cybersecurity roles, technical functions with privileged access and critical system functions. It's very important actually. And then is ensure comprehensive cybersecurity requirements for employees throughout their life cycle. So during these three phases, prior to recruitment, during and upon completion or termination of the employment. And support the organization's policy by executive management. If this policy is not approved, this is of no use. Only higher management, they have understanding of the big picture. They know why this policy or when this policy should be implemented. And the expected deliverable for this control is an approved version of the cybersecurity policy. All right. So the next control says that include cybersecurity responsibilities in employee contract. Whoever the employee is working in different functions, maybe in finance or in procurement or somewhere else, but cybersecurity requirements should be part of their contract. Every employee should be aware that what is their responsibility towards cybersecurity incidents, for example. So the control implementation guideline says there should be, you must define and document the requirements in cybersecurity document and get approval. Collaborate with relevant departments to include cybersecurity responsibilities and NDA clauses in employees' contracts. Integrate these requirements into HR procedures to ensure compliance. Integration with HR procedures is very important actually, because HR has their own policies and procedures, normal, but there must be, right now since few years, NCA is pushing to implement the controls, and as far as HR policies are concerned, cybersecurity controls, they must be integrated within their policies and procedures. Expected deliverable, document indicating identification and documentation of requirements. Signed organization personal contract forms. This is, the second one is the normal one, but the third one is signed cybersecurity function personal contract forms. Okay, so these are the three deliverables. Then it says, the next control says, screening or vetting candidates for cybersecurity and critical or privileged positions. Okay, the guideline is we must define and document screening or vetting requirements in cybersecurity document and get approval. Proper document must be drafted. And then is collaborate with different departments, okay, and those with privileged access, for example, to databases, firewalls, or critical systems. And then is integrate these requirements into HR procedures. What is the expected deliverable? Approved document indicating the identification and documentation of requirements, and then evidence of screening or vetting. Whenever you execute this, definitely you will have certain documents provided by relevant authorities which says their background, after their background check, they are cleared or not. Alright, so for personal cybersecurity requirements, number one is we must execute as a CISO or as cybersecurity director, we must have to execute cybersecurity awareness training program for all the employees, and we must define, document, and approve cybersecurity awareness requirements. And we must provide ongoing cybersecurity awareness during onboarding and employment. During onboard, of course, it should be part of the process. But during employment also, from time to time, on monthly basis or on quarterly basis, there should be workshops conducted. Expected deliverable is approved policy or procedure document, evidence of cybersecurity awareness training, okay, and their materials, of course, as an evidence they can be presented to the cybersecurity auditor. And then is review of awareness messages and content. The content should always be up to date. All right, so their review should be done. Number second is compliance with cybersecurity policies. Whatever the cybersecurity policies are, whatever the actions you are going to take, they must comply with the policies and procedures. And the implementation guideline says, inform and obtain employee acknowledgement of cybersecurity policies. It is not like you are just posting policies and procedures on somewhere on internet portal, but actually you must convey this message, convey these policies to every employee and get their acknowledgement that they have understood it, so they can take care of these. Then is expected deliverable, approved policy and signed acknowledgement forms from the employees. The last control says personal access review and removal upon termination. All right. So this control is very important because as I shared with you an incident in the beginning of the session, that if the access is not revoked properly from the employees, it can pose a great threat to the organization, and there can be great losses, in fact. So revoke employee access immediately upon termination, establish end of service procedures covering cybersecurity requirements, ensure the return of all organization assets, whatever is given to them, laptops, or they can be smartphones, SIM cards, whatever the information they have, it should be revoked. The privileged accounts, they should be revoked. All right, email should be blocked, etc. So the expected deliverable is assign an approved discharge form documenting the implementation procedures. All right. So at the end, the last control always says that we must review of personal cybersecurity requirements. Without review, that means we cannot make sure the implementation of the policies and procedures. So review is done by normally cybersecurity steering committee. It is their primary job to review each and everything in cybersecurity function, and periodically review, and there should be a proper review schedule, right? And if there are any updates done, so there must be a new version released, and then a proper approval should again be taken from the higher management. All right, so now let us see a policy template for each. In this file there are plenty of policies, around 30 policies are there. We shall only look into the policy which is related to HR, human resource. Yes, here it is. So you can see the template. It is something which can be customized. You first define the goal, okay, then the scope of work, then the policy items. You can see here in all the 3 stages you have to mention everything clearly. Company employees must understand and approve their functional roles, responsibilities. NDA agreement should be signed. Violations must be included in the list of human resource violation. You can see everything is mentioned here in the policy. What should be included with roles and responsibilities. Okay, so you can add as per your own internal requirements. So during the job, awareness training program must be there, compliance is there. So make sure that the need to know principle is applied in task assignment. Okay. Similarly, you can see many other things. Separation and termination, what should be there? You can customize this part also in collaboration with HR department. Similarly, we can see also the human resource cybersecurity procedure. This is a separate document. You can draft it, that how to implement the policy. All right. So you can request me for the templates as well. I will be more than happy to assist you. Or if you are working on any cybersecurity project, I can provide my cybersecurity consulting services on that project. And that's all. See you again in the next session. Take care. Bye bye.